Well, we start our show with a little girl who causes an accident for her mother, puts her in grave danger, puts her in a coma. She's hearing voices from something, we don't know where or what, or and that kind of, we spend time kind of unearthing what this mystery is and find out there's another child who's listened to the same kind of voice in their heads. And, you know, one of the things that I found terrifying as a parent, and you know, as part of this, is it's the idea of someone getting in your child's ear. You know, somebody whispering in there, somebody, you know, and again, you know, if you're not giving your child enough attention, they'll take it from somewhere. And that's one of the most scary aspects of this show for me. People can talk about different things, but as a parent, that's what hit home with me. It was like, you know, they need that attention, and a lot of, you know, the children involved in this are involved with parents who aren't giving them attention, or the family unit isn't working as strongly, and, you know.
It is, and I think what was sort of interesting for me in playing the scenes, especially in the pilot, is when you have that instinct, and I think everyone has had that instinct before, and then when you say, no, it's nothing, and you ignore it, and I think that's a very human thing, but it's an interesting thing of why don't you listen to that voice instead of yourself, that something might be wrong. And I think the characters on this show do that a lot, and then finally they are confronted with something that they can't ignore or you know, push away, and so it's sort of how we all deal with this amazing circumstance. Yeah.
I think personally for me, I think you've got to ground your character 100%. You know, you've got to do the work of making this a real person, the real stakes. You know, because as we were just saying before, you know, the stakes are so high all the time, and it can feel elevated reality. But I think we all did a very good job, and the writers did a very good job of making these characters believable human beings, and we did a lot of work, not just doing spectacular shots of, you know, explosions and things like this. It was we focused a lot on these family units and these people and how they're reacting to this scenario, and I think that's what grounds this show very much in the reality, is that we're learning about these people and living this experience through them, as opposed to watching it around them. You know?
Yeah, I think they also did a great job with the pacing of the show and not rushing to explain everything right away. And I think you know, there's so many shows and movies and things where everything gets spelled out, and I think with this it's much more mysterious, and you don't really know what's going on, and you don't see anything. You know, there's just, it lets your imagination do the work.
The idea of what this is that we're tracking is revealed within the first 5 episodes of the season.
That's good to know. Thanks.
No, yeah.
So it's not going to be you know, a 13 episode. Oh my God! God, that's not to say we won't leave cliffhangers. You know what I mean? It's
no, but you're not going to finish it and wonder what the hell is going on here.
But I think there's elements of, you know, depending on what your taste in shows is, what you're looking for. I feel within this show there's elements of all those different things. You know, there's the things can happen each week that you can focus on, or you can care about a particular character, or a particular relationship, or a particular relationship that used to happen, or, you know, these things that people enjoy.
As well, right?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I think there's, excuse me, there's a lot of things that you can cling on to if you want to. You know, and it's beautifully shot as well. I mean, it's
yeah,
just that alone. You can just look at it for a while. It's pretty nice. You know what I mean? It used to blow my mind. Sometimes we watch the dailies and it'd be like, oh, you know, when you start with Steven Spielberg and Mark Romanek directs your pilot, you put a bar.